Today, let's talk about your life is based on your imagination, your thought, your ideas. For example, you may ask, I want a good life, but why I want such thing, but why I don't have it right now? Because you just don't want it. You don't realize, but most of the time you don't want it. The time you want it is just a short time, because most of the time you will forget what you want. For example, I want A grade. So I have an example. So last semester, I want A grade. And at the beginning of the semester, I said to myself, I don't need to give so much pressure. A grade is not really necessary as long as I maintain a good study. But even though I say this, but in my deep mind, I really eagerly want A grade. So it reflects in my daily study. I read every chapter, and I read every chapter in very carefully, and try to avoid if I overlap something, or if I miss something, if I reread something. And before the exam, I will review the chapters I have learned. And for one of my course, I even reread all the chapters I have studied. So, because of that, at the end of the semester, I got A grade. And then at the end of the semester, I still say to myself, I don't necessarily want A grade, but if there's A grade, that's good. Actually, I want A grade badly. So this is, sometimes you don't realize you want something, but actually you really want it. It reflects even in your daily schedule, your every second, your behavior. For example, another example. I know a lot of students, a lot of young people want to study abroad. So I study in America. But before that, I never think I will. Originally, because I already went to my university. I passed the national exam, and my university is really good in China. But then some opportunity there. As my cousin, he applied American university. So then I say, oh, I can go together. But before that, at that time, I already 20 years old. For 20 years, I don't say to myself, oh, I want to go abroad. But eventually, I studied here. This year is the 7th year of my study in America. I don't realize I want to study abroad, but actually, really it is. For example, I pay attention to study English, I don't know, or be friendly with foreigners, I don't know, but probably in deep mind, I just want to go study abroad. And if you have something that you think you want, but it didn't appear in your life, why? Because you really don't want it. If you really want it, it will reflect on every of your tiny behavior, every of your plan. And if you really want something, especially it's better if you really something, but must be positive, you continue doing that and focus, and each day go several steps, and finally you definitely will achieve that. So if you think you want something and it doesn't appear in your life, just because you really not that want it, just keep running